Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. How are things? How life? I hope you are all doing fine, even though the condition is still pandemic like this. And okay, in this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about manage your career. Before we start the presentation, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Aufa Qinni, and my friend is Happyta Falestiana and Sherly Dyahayu. Let's just start. Then Happyta will read it.
Okay, thank you, Alpha. The first, I want to explain to you guys about the background from the importance of managed career. In a work environment, everyone who works must sometimes experience difficult and happy times in the work. Sometimes we can feel enjoy because the work is fine, or sometimes we feel bored because the work we are doing is not running smoothly. Both of these things normal are in the world of work. Working time will be easily overcome if we are able to manage our daily activities, from waking up until late at night. Someone who has gotten used to managing his activities in a day, it will be easy to manage the working time he has so that working time can be controlled according to working hours with the condition of work that has been complete and carried out properly. In this world, no one is given a different amount of time. Everyone has the same 24 hours a day and night. Then, why can some people be more productive every day and some are the other way around? Those who can be more productive at work are those who know how to manage time, knows how to put one job above another, and knows exactly what the priority in each job. Okay? The next material will be explained by Alpha.
Career management. Career management is a process to better understand and develop their career skills and interests to make use of their skill. Career management is the process by which organizations try to match individual career, interests, and the organization ability to recruit employees. And next, Sherly will read it.
Okay, thank you, Alpha. Next, I will explain about career objectives and career management process. Career objectives. Career goals or objectives are certain positions that can be achieved by an employee if he fulfills all the requirements and qualifications needed to carry out the positions, and goals or targets will not be achieved if employees meet the requirements that must be met because a certain employee to occupy a certain job. Career management goals or target will not be achieved if employees meet the requirements, and namely the presence or absence of target job vacancies, the presence or absence of decisions and reference from the leadership, and there are no other candidates with the same quality, all of which can limit the career advancement of an employee. And next, career management process based on exploratory behavior level developed by vocational psychologists explore a person's mental behavior or physical activity. In this case, information is needed about the individual in the environment, and information used to develop individual and work concept. And career management process, here's 3 stages. Stage 1, career exploration. Based on exploratory behavior level developed by vocational psychologists, explore a person's mental behavior or physical activity. In this case, information is needed about the individual in the environment, and information used to develop individual and work concepts. And stage 2, career goal development. According to goal setting theory, goals influence behavior through direct attention, stimulating effort, and facilitating the development of strategies, look and learn abilities and skills through work experience. So career progress is obtained in service. And step 3, political system, especially in companies that are quasi-metrics, such as telecommunication companies, accounting, and complex projects that exist within the organization. By James Rosenbaum, it is called tournament allocation method, competing for opportunities. And next, can read by Aufa.
Build a strong foundation. There are some key fundamentals of building a successful career that you should be aware of whether you are just starting out or are closing in or retirement. There are some key fundamentals of building a successful career, whether you are just starting out or are closing in the retirement. And they apply to all walks of life. Fair warning, the following tried and true strategies will have little impact on what you do every day. And next will be read by Happyta.
Okay. That's about how to get started, build a strong foundation for managed career. Here are a few ways to get started. In all these cases, you will often have to the initiator, so get used to that idea. The first, start small. When you run into a former coworker at your place of business, say more than a quick hello. Try to take a moment and find out how they are doing. Jobs and responsibility are always changing, and frankly, it's nice when someone takes a sincere interest in our lives. The second, take a leap. Invite folks to drink after work or to join you in a company sponsor volunteer effort. The things here is just getting to know people a bit better beyond working hours. The third, use social media. Social media is rightly maligned for so many reasons, but there's no doubt it can be an effective career tool. LinkedIn and Facebook can provide an effective and relatively painless way to reach out to people you know, especially those who have changed jobs. And the next, just be sincere. You're trying to re-establish connection with some old coworkers, and don't take it personally if you don't hear back. If your colleague wants to work back, he or she will. And the last, remember to keep your profiles up to date. And you must know if networking alone isn't enough. The kind of networking described here is a slow and steady expansion of your social contacts in your company and industry. Okay, the next will be explained by Sherly.
Okay, now I want to explain what of anything disruption and change. Whether you leave a job by choice, either permanently or temporarily, or if the decision is made for you, these are things you can do to make the best of the situation. Everyone has bad days at work that send them home grumbling, but when the bad days become every day and the job has lost all apple, it's time to review your options. Reasons for hanging on, as tempting as it may be to cut yourself loose from an unsatisfying job. There are several reasons to pause before submitting a resignation, report for Chidia in her books, but it's real time to move on. If you conclude it's time to pick up and take your work elsewhere, congratulations. And quitting can be the first step toward reinvention, image of steadfastness and persistence, of never giving up, are familiar hallmarks of a person with good character. Or, so we're told, winners never quit and quitters never win, right? Okay, next. How to manage your time to be more productive at work. First, create a to-do list. Therefore, a good way to manage time is to get used to completing a list of what to do the next day. Make this to-do list the night before work. And two, create a pre-schedule. After the list of what you have to do is complete, next start to determine which ones get to top priority and which ones can be put aside first. And look closely at the day activities and mark which one to do earlier. When you have determined which work is a priority, it means you have to do it immediately and never put off work that has become a priority. And third, set deadlines. Every job you do must have a definite limit or deadline. Never make a deadline of rubber hours. This is to ensure that you can complete the job properly and on time. Deadlines also train you to be more responsible for the work at hand. You also have to stick to deadlines that have been set. Ignoring deadlines will only make you work far from effective and unproductive. And four, focus on work. Leave all things that could potentially cause disruption to your work. Here's how to manage your time so you can get the job done completely. And five, don't try multitasking. Being a multitasking person does seem great, whereas doing many things at the same time will only make you not focus at all. And even if the work can be complete on time, the result will certainly not be optimal. And last, take enough rest. Every time you finish a job, give your body and brain a chance to rest. It doesn't take too long, about 10 or 15 minutes. Use the rest times to just stretch your stiff body muscles or breathe fresh air in the office garden. More about these short takes required for additional translation information. Okay. Next can be closed by Aufa.
Thank you, Sherly. And this is the end of our presentation today. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.